Here we are a week after the landfall of Hurricane Florence, and things are pretty quiet now in the Atlantic Basin, but we may start to see things act up just a little bit more. There are 4 waves of energy that the National Hurricane Center is watching for now. There's an enhanced severe threat over the eastern Great Lakes today and heavy rain and flooding in the southern U.S. So lots coming up here in your severe weather outlook. Earlier this week, we had Cape Fear River cresting 3 feet above the record stage, which was set with a hurricane back in the 90s. But now the floodwaters will continue to stay elevated at major flood stage even through the last full week of September next week. So again, with Hurricane Florence, heavy rain to the tune of 20 to 40 inches, and the effects of that still being felt across the Carolinas, with flooding being a major concern in South Carolina there as well. While the remnants of Florence still a thing, National Hurricane Center watching that kind of recurving back to the East Coast. Low probability of regaining any tropical status, but we do have a couple of other waves that we'll be watching. This one rolling off the western tip of Africa has a moderate chance of formation over the 5-day period. We'll have to watch that one as it crosses the Atlantic. Meanwhile, no storms in the eastern Pacific. However, a tropical depression, that being 19 from earlier last week, and the remnants of that moving into the southern U.S. Very heavy rainfall, and we're talking upwards of 4 to maybe 6 inches of rain. A lot of flash flooding within these areas, and we could have some isolated 10-inch tallies yet through the weekend. So as you can imagine, heavy rain in these areas is a big problem over the next few days. You can see that some of that heavy rain will be transitioning to the Ohio and Tennessee Valley as well, kind of leading up along a front, which may kick out some severe weather today. In fact, there's an enhanced risk across the eastern Great Lakes region, large hail, damaging winds, and even some isolated tornadoes. This will be a late-day threat. Keep that in mind if you're out and about this evening, and we're looking at pockets of heavy rain as well. Meanwhile, very chilly up to the far north, and it will be even colder through the end of the month.